Hello everyone out there, this is Jellyfoo, and I just recently got my Kamen Rider Decadriver, and as I knew it would be, when I got out of the box, I knew it wasn't going to fit me, and I knew I would have to modify it to fit me right, and it needed to be strong enough, basically it didn't have to fall apart every time I tried to put it around my waist. So I guess this video is to show you how to mod your belts in a decently nice looking way. Now as you see the cardboard sticking out from behind the Decadriver. Let me flip that over for you. Okay, the cardboard here. Now you can see that through the holes, but it's not too noticeable when you're actually wearing it. But you can paint the cardboard itself. I'll get to that in a second. But I've been preparing this since I ordered it to modify it. And the first thing I did, I like to modify things every now and then. I'm not a great modder, and I also make things occasionally. Masks. I actually attempted to make the gun from Vampire Knight for a Zero costume I have. I made this mask. Yeah, it's not done yet. It's still got quite a bit left to be done to it. That's for another cosplay another time. But you can see this is fun foam. That's all that is. And under the fun foam is cardboard. As you can see, it's just folded on there. See, it's just folded. Now, the first thing I did, I painted a large sheet of fun foam, this color, gray. It's a little darker than what I wanted it to be, but it's okay for this. If I ever decide to redo it, I'll show you guys. But and I'm sorry that it's already done. I meant to do this before it, but I was so excited when I got it. I just went ahead and modified it as soon as possible, and I've been enjoying it. But the first thing I did was you might need two people to help you with this, or one other person to help you with this, and that person is to help mark on the foam where the two ends of the plastic meet, which is right there for me on each end. Mark that on the foam, on the back of the foam, not the part of not on the side of the foam where you painted, or the room what it looked like. And then what I did, I cut a piece of cardboard about this, just a little shorter than the actual belt. That way it doesn't stick over the top. And I made it about 3 or 4 inches longer than the foam. It extends all the way through this. Alright. And I hot glued it to the thing. Don't worry, hot glue will not damage the belt. I've already made sure of that. I've tested it. It just comes right off when you take the foam or the cardboard off. It doesn't melt it or anything. Well, I mean, if you let it sit for a while and it gets really hot, it probably would, but I suggest not doing that for obvious reasons. I mean, you hot glue the cardboard to it first, let it sit for a little while. And it doesn't take a lot of glue to make it stick real good. See, that's loose there, It's in the center, but it's not going to kill anything, But if it does start to come off, just add a little bit more to it at the ends. Then after that, now if you want to cover the whole thing with fun foam, I suggest getting a larger sheet. I did not do that. I made a mistake and mismeasured it a little bit. That's why that's showing on this. But that's actually probably for the best because I don't. I'm planning on getting the attachments for the K-Touch and the Ride Booker soon. And it'd be a little tricky to put the clips over this stuff because it's a lot thicker than the actual belt. Okay, but then after you've glued it, you have the fun foam. The fun foam preferably be about that wide, as to wrap around. It doesn't need to be much bigger than that. Alright, you would fold the fun foam the first time at it has to meet at like the very tip of the cardboard. Okay? And once you got that down, glue it. Glue the first part, which would be this right here underneath this fold. You glue that to the cardboard. Don't worry about gluing this side. Don't worry about it. It's not gonna do much. I mean, you can if you want to. I don't remember if I did or not. I may have. Yeah, I think I did. I can feel the glue through the thing. But you don't exactly have to worry about it. But I guess you should do that if you want it to look really nice and tight. Okay, but after you glue this down, you glue this down, you know, as I was saying, if you want to. I'm assuming you would want to if you want it to look real nice. And then fold this down, and this is probably the hardest part of it all, because if you're not careful, you can get a little extra space at the ends. Like this right here. It's a little bit over than what I want, but it's not too bad. Same for this side. But, you know, it's going to happen with these things sometimes. And then once you get this glued down, let it sit for maybe a minute. You know, don't get too much in a rush to play with your new toy. Then after that, it's pretty much ready to be played with. You've modded it for yourself. You know, the only thing that you really have to do, that's probably the hardest thing, is measuring where the belt meets at yourself. I mean, you can probably put it on backwards and see where the space is on you. But even though this is a darker gray, when I wear it, and you can't really tell too much. But basically, Fun Foam is tricky to paint, by the way. It absorbs paint like crazy. Here's a little tip for you. First thing I did was paint it using a regular brush, and it absorbs it really good. And then I suggest getting a sponge paintbrush. Let's see if I got laying around. 1 second. Where are you at? Here they are. These are what I use to paint it. Just a simple little paintbrush. See? Just very simple. Very average. That's the first coat of paint. And then use this for the second and third coat. If you want a third coat. I suggest it because it absorbs the paint really well. And a third coat would really help make it smooth like this. But as you can see, I didn't really realize this until now. You see the edges here, the paint's coming off. But that's just probably for me being rough with it as I was modding it. And this one right here, if I can get it on the screen, it's probably from rubbing the ground when I was gluing it on. You know, and all I have to do is just repaint that. You know, no problem. There's a good chance the paint will rub off on the back here. It won't get on your clothes, though. Because it's pretty much, well, it depends on what paint you use, though. Mine's more of like a rubber. It just rubs off and just, you know, doesn't stick to anything after it comes off. You know, but the back is going to get wear really easily, you know. But the only thing you really need to worry about is just making sure the front is painted and looks real nice when you use it. You know, you don't have to, or you can just get gray colored foam. I didn't have it with me at the time. All I had was white, and I painted it, and I'm happy the way it looks. You know, and regarding this, even though you can see the cardboard, the little holes here, I suggest painting it before gluing it. I didn't think of that at the time, sadly enough, but it doesn't look too bad, even though you can see it. You know, I have no problems with it at all. You know, and that's pretty much it, guys. It's the Decadriver modified. You guys can try it for yourself and modify your Decadriver so you guys can wear it to the next anime convention. Cosplay as your as Tsukasa maybe, or if you have a Kamen Rider Decade costume, which would be awesome. You know, you'd have a working belt. All right, well. That's the end of this, guys. I don't know if I'll really be having any more mod videos in the future. I might, if you guys like this. If I ever decide to redo this, because I might end up redoing it with gray foam, I will re-record this and show you the process step by step. Just let me know. Okay. Guess I'll see you guys later. Bye.